Thank you for joining us on the Thursday edition of Journalist Hangout. I'm Binga Oreshegun. Today on the program. New Inspector General of Police declares war on corruption. Impunity in force as President Tinubu charges him to reform, strengthen the police amid persistent security challenges. President Tinubu asks Senate to amend Constitution to allow for state police. And later on the show, FCCPC releases an interim report on domestic airline pricing during the 2025 festive season, uncovers patterns of price manipulation by some local carriers. Well, I'll be hanging out with Babajide Kolade, Otitoju, and Asukwo James. Journalist Hangout starts right now. Now let's begin the conversation. There's a saying that those who live by power must sometimes answer to it. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, once one of Nigeria's most formidable wielders of state authority, now finds himself on the other side of that equation. El-Rufai has filed an application at the Federal High Court in Abuja seeking to quash a 3-count criminal charge brought against him by the Department of State Services DSS, which alleges that he unlawfully intercepted the telephone communications of the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu. He is simultaneously demanding 2 billion naira in damages, describing the prosecution as a naked and unconstitutional abuse of the criminal justice process. The former governor has been held by the ICPC since February 18, when his case came up for arraignment before Justice Joyce Abdul Malik. On Wednesday, he could not be produced in court, as the DSS, which filed the charges, has no control over the ICPC, which holds him. The matter has been adjourned to April 23rd. Now, claims that El-Rufai suffered a nosebleed in detention have been flatly denied by the ICPC, which dismissed the allegation made by his media aide as simply not true. Okay, Bikio, 2 billion naira against the against the DSS. Now, when you look at the former Kaduna State Governor's his argument and also his justification, how valid are these claims?
Well, we are not lawyers. We do not pretend to be lawyers, and I cannot say at this stage whether his argument is valid or not until the law has been tested. We always like it as journalists when the law is tested. We will know those who know the law and those who do not know the law. So there is still time for the courts to look at this matter and determine whether the DSS was right to file this case against Nasir El-Rufai. Nasir El-Rufai faulted the particulars of the charge, describing them as vague and ambiguous. He also said that the prosecution did not state the specific date, time, phone number, duration, method, or device allegedly used. Okay. So that is something for the courts to decide. There are many of us who believe that didn't happen. You know, some people believe that he was just baiting, deliberately baiting the security agencies by the claims that he made, by the allegations that he made. Now, if, as many people believe, that phone tapping didn't happen, then the DSS has to prove that indeed he tapped the lines of the NSA. That is why you can see he is saying that they did not state the specific date, time, phone number, duration, method, or device that was used on the day that the wiretapping was done. That would suggest that he believes that they do not have evidence. That he actually tapped the NSA's phone line. So perhaps those who said it was grandstanding, perhaps they are right. People like Professor Perogi have said that they are convinced that nothing like that happened. And I have a friend who has been saying, look, this fellow was just baiting them, you know. But a person being baited has every reason to respond.
Exactly.
So I don't know how the DSS will deal with that. It's for their lawyers to deal with the situation that they found themselves, if indeed, you know, that wiretapping
actually happened. Now, he also alleged, even though the ICPSC has denied it, he alleged that he suffered a nosebleed, you know, which the ICPC has denied. How do you respond to this, first of all?
Was he the one who said he suffered a nosebleed, or some other people?
It's the media aide that said he has suffered nosebleeding. And the ICPC is now coming out to say, no, it didn't happen. This might be part of the baiting too. You know,
part of the baiting?
Yes. You know,
while in custody?
Trying to whip up sentiments while he's in custody. You know, because this is what he needs. He needs people outside to know that he's undergoing persecution, not prosecution. You understand? And he has to try to look for, you know, events and things so that people will begin to see the government as, you know, prosecuting
bad
him.
light.
You know, so at this point, just like the ICPC said, I know our security agencies, the DSS, the EFCC, and I know they have one of the best health facilities in Nigeria.
Okay.
In fact, BKO that have gone to EFCC will tell you that if you go there, most of the people that are always going there, they feel as if they are home. You know,
it's a very beautiful place.
It's
very beautiful place.
You understand? So
and everywhere is clean.
Everywhere is clean. You know, so I'm not sure they have a clean facility like that, and somebody will be saying his nose is bleeding and all that. So, but the ICPC have, you know, denied it. If he gets to court at some point, if he wants to, you know, file charges against them on that, there will be health experts that will also you know, go through him to investigate to know whether truly he actually bled from his nose. You know, but what we just want to see is how this case can be done with, you know. Now that he has filed charges against the government, the DSS, the Nigerians will want to see how this will pan out. Because me too, I want to see if truly he actually tapped
the phone,
you know, the NSC's phone, and if he did that, you know, the DSS will have to prove it.
Yes.
You know, and that is what Nigerians.
Then the other point that is making is that the DSS does not have the competence to institute the charge, and that the National Security Agencies Act recognizes the State Security Service
and not the DSS.
And not the DSS. And he's also arguing that the Act does not vest prosecutorial powers.
So he's saying that the DSS does not have prosecutorial powers?
Yes. That's the point that he's making. So, as I've said, their lawyers will respond.
Exactly. Let the lawyers deal with it.
It's a season film.
But this one, we have to finish it.
Yes.
We have to finish it.
A season film.
All right, gentlemen, straight to our next conversation. Every institution reaches a moment of reckoning when its failures grow too loud to ignore, and its future depends on the quality of the person